Hello, welcome to Get Your Mind On. I'm Lori Stos. Well, we all start our day the same, waking up. Well, that's a good day when we know our days are full of energy and ready to go. But some of us may not be waking up with the energy that's coming to us every day. But one thing we probably all recognize through our days is that some things make our days better. And that is, how do we continually do something, maybe to create a ritual in our day, or maybe a pattern, or maybe a structure or discipline, and we develop those habits that make us more successful. Well, I'm going to call those today rituals. We create rituals in our days to really make our days flow better, to make us have some consistency, because many times things go maybe astray as things come up throughout our day. So when we think about rituals and making ourselves successful, we make these habits in our day that become a day-to-day activity, make us more successful. As a matter of fact, there's many successful entrepreneurs and business leaders that they will say to you, I have a ritual every day of certain things that they do. So today we're going to talk about the ritual to recharge. So what is your ritual to recharge? Do you have one? Maybe it's that ritual every day that you think about waking up in the morning and your recharge is maybe instantly with a great workout. Or it might be a ritual in the middle of the day that you take some time just to shut your door and spend some time on your own, 30 minutes of that time. It could be maybe in your car on the way home, you take a longer route home. Or maybe you just listen to a meditation or something, some soothing music on the way home that creates a ritual so you can kind of wind down from the work environment transitioning to your home. So I want you to think about, how do you recharge? And I'm really going to position it in three ways. One, what is your recharge daily? How do you recharge daily? Maybe it's one of those activities I've mentioned to you. And it's finding something in your day, whether it is that quiet time, whether it's a meditation. It might even be when you get home, you know that you will need to spend time with loved ones. It's that quiet time of totally shutting your mind off and spending time with them. Whatever it may be, we each need to find a way to create a daily ritual. Now, I have a pretty full schedule, and so I've had to kind of build that in. I'm an early riser, so I'm always up before 5 o'clock. And by the time I hit about 3 o'clock, I realized my day's done. I mean, it's been a long day. And so I've really tried to plant in time in that my day, 15 minutes, just at maybe 3 o'clock, just to give me 15 minutes of quiet time. Now, I must say that's not easy to do. It many times gets overruled with another calendar invite or something. But I've realized when I have that, I'm better and I'm more productive during that time. As a matter of fact, there's been so much research done. NASA did a study that when they gave people 30 minutes to recharge, their productivity increased by 35% and their decision making increased by 50%. So it's not only because maybe we're feeling a little bit stressed, or maybe that we just are needing time away to ourselves. It's really when you think about those outcomes and you're working to create the sharper mind and the calmer, peaceful self, that we really need to decide, what is that ritual for? What is that recharge? What's the motivation behind your recharging for the day? But when I know I can make better decisions and be more productive and maybe more creative, definitely that's a great decision maker for me. Secondly, I want you to think about, what are you doing weekly? So as we think about our weeks, whether that's maybe on a weekend, whether that's a Saturday morning that you take some time away, or a Sunday, maybe some spiritual or religious time, or time at church, or whatever that is really scheduling something and making a ritual for you that's a little deeper time than just your day-to-day activity. Make a weekly commitment to something, again, depending on what it is for you, that you do consistently. And finally, I want you to really think about something monthly. When I think about our work environments in particular, we lose our creativity sometimes because we're just so active and moving into all the things that we need to do, that I'd like you to take 4 to 5 hours a month at least. I would go 4 hours or 8 hours one day, or half a day, where you either make like a library day or a planning day. And this isn't about getting organized. This isn't about checking your to-do list off. This is really about taking your mind to a place that it doesn't get to go every day. It's taking it to a place where you can strategically think of other things. Maybe it's what ifs. Maybe it's the being creative. I had a client who 20% of everybody's week was that time to be creative. This is your time to do nothing on your to-do list, but I want you to think of something out of the box. I want you to think about how we can do something differently. And that was really the focus. So when we think about these things, they're really important to keep us grounded, to keep us getting away from the hamster wheel every day and every month. And then next month after month after month, we just feel like we haven't really grounded ourselves. So I really want you to think about that a little bit more. For Positive Charge this week, I want you to think about, how do you recharge? What's your ritual? First, think about it on a daily basis. What do you do daily to recharge yourself? Second, how about weekly? Is there something that you can do weekly to block out some time where you can recharge? And third, what is your monthly recharge? Is there a time that you have scheduled in your day once a month for an extended period of time where you can really think about how you recharge on a planning stage or maybe a creative stage? Recharging is important to us as we think about our days that continue day after day, month after month, and we wonder where we're going and where we're heading. And that's not sustainable. So to sustain yourself, your productivity, your creativity, and your patience, the best thing that you can do is to create some habits, create some rituals every day to recharge. Thanks for joining us today, and remember to get your mind on.